Hello friends, Onyx here.
And I'm Lacey.
Welcome to our 4th Campfire.
Woo! Today we are bringing to you 6 songs and 2 stories.
What? I also heard that all of our jokes are dad approved. And now, kick it off, Krill!
Hi, my name is Krill at Camp Keep, and I have a repeat after me song for you guys. So, hey, hey, bo diddly bop.
Hey, hey, bo diddly bop.
I've got to get back to my block
I've got to get back to my block
with this pizza in my hand.
with this pizza in my hand.
I'm gonna be a pizza man.
I'm gonna be a pizza man.
Pizza man.
Pizza man.
Hey, hey, bo diddly bop.
Hey, hey, bo diddly bop.
I've got to get back to my block
I've got to get back to my block
with these vegetables in my hand.
with these vegetables in my hand.
I'm gonna be a vegetarian.
I'm gonna be a vegetarian.
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 And a pizza
And a
man.
pizza man.
Hey, bo diddly bop.
Hey, hey, bo diddly bop.
I've got to get back to my block
I've got to get back to my block
with this cape in my hand.
with this cape in my hand.
I'm gonna be Batman.
I'm gonna be Batman.
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 Vegetarian.
Vegetarian.
And a pizza
And a
man.
pizza man.
Hey, bo diddly bop.
Hey, hey, bo diddly bop.
I've got to get back to my block
I've got to get back to my block
with this boomerang in my hand.
with this boomerang in my hand.
I'm gonna be Australian.
I'm gonna be Australian.
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 Batman.
Batman.
Vegetarian.
Vegetarian.
And a pizza
And
man.
pizza man.
Hey, bo diddly bop.
Hey, hey, bo diddly bop.
I've got to get back to my block
I've got to get back to my block
with this book in my hand.
with this book in my hand.
I'm gonna be a librarian.
I'm gonna be a librarian.
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 Australian.
Australian.
Batman.
Batman.
Vegetarian.
Vegetarian.
And a pizza man.
Pizza man.
Hey, bo diddly bop.
Hey, hey, bo diddly bop.
I've got to get back to my block
I've got to get back to my block
with this guitar in my hand.
with this guitar in my hand.
I'm gonna be a musician.
I'm gonna be a musician.
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 Librarian. Australian.
Australian.
Batman.
Batman.
Vegetarian.
Vegetarian.
And a pizza
And
man.
a pizza man.
Hey, bo diddly bop.
Hey, hey, bo diddly bop.
I just got back to my block
I just got back to my block
so I can stop.
so I can stop.
Thank you guys so much.
That was so good. Krill is such a good pizza fan.
yeah.
Hey, what's your favorite type of pizza?
Oh, you know, I don't care what anybody says, pineapple 100%.
Ew. Gross. Anyway, kicking it off is Cat and Friends.
I guess you could say Cat and Friends are coming up, right? Meow.
We're gonna have to cut that.
All right, I'm Kat, and I'm going to teach you a repeat after me song, but in a second, because first we need to find some props. So I need you to check your pockets and see if you can find chickies. They look like this, and you're going to need 2 of them. So find your chickies, and once you got them, go ahead and put them back in your pockets, keep them safe. We need to also check and see if we can find some chickens. They look like this. We got 2 chickens for this song, because the chorus is going to go like this. It goes stop. Stop. Buck, buck, buck. Can you guys do that? Ready? 1, 2, 3. Stop. Stop. Buck, buck, buck. Perfect. We're going to do that after we chickie. So what I'll do is I'll say something like chicky left, chicky, 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 chicky right, chicky, 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 all night, chicky, 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 chicky. And after 3 chickies, then all together, we're going to go stop, stop, buck, buck, buck. You guys ready? All right. Chicky left, chicky, 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 chicky right, chicky, 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 all night, chicky, 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 chicky. Now stop, stop, buck, 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 up your nose, chicky, 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 in your ear, chicky, 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 all year, chicky, 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 chicky. Now stop, stop. Buck, 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 to the sky, chicky, 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 to the ground, chicky, 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 all around, chicky, 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 chicky. Now stop, stop, buck, buck, buck. Oh, I like that. That was student speed. Let's see if we can bump it up a little bit. We're gonna try parent speed. Chicky left, chicky, 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 chicky right, chicky, 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 all night, chicky, 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 chicky. Now stop, stop. buck, 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 up your nose, chicky, 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 in your ear, chicky, 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 all year, chicky, 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 chicky. Now stop, stop, buck, 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 to the sky, chicky, 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 to the ground, chicky, 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 all around, chicky, chicky. Stop, stop, buck, buck, buck. Oh, getting good, getting good. But we are professionals. We're gonna do naturalist speed. Do you think you can keep up? Let's see. Chicky left, chicky, 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 chicky right, chicky, 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 all night, chicky, chicky, chicky. Stop, stop, buck, 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 up your nose, in your ear, chicky, chicky, all ear, chicky, chicky. Stop, stop, buck, 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 to the sky, chicky, chicky, to the ground, chicky, chicky, all around, chicky, chicky. Stop, stop, buck, buck, buck. Woo!
Where'd Onyx go?
Hello there, and welcome to Dad Jokes with Onyx Part 2. And by the end of this here sponsored commercial, you will be able to have some jokes to give you the most perfect eye roll and anguished groan. How does a seahorse run underwater? It scallops. Why is grass so dangerous? It's full of blades. And up next, we have a story from Willow.
Hey everybody, this is Willow from Camp Keep, and I've got Krill with me, and you guys have probably heard of going on a bear hunt, but tonight we're going on a Shifu hunt. Going on a Shifu hunt.
Going on a Shifu hunt.
Got my gloves.
Got my gloves.
Got my field guide.
Got my field guide.
I'm not afraid.
I'm not afraid.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Wait,
Wait.
I should probably write a note to my counselor. Dear counselor,
Dear counselor,
I'm going on a Shifu hunt.
I'm going on a Shifu hunt.
I've got my gloves.
I've got my gloves.
I've got my field guide.
I've got my field guide.
I am not afraid.
I am not afraid.
Sign
Sign
your name.
your name.
Oh, your name.
Oh, sign Krill.
Going on a Shifu hunt.
Going on a Shifu hunt.
Got my gloves.
Got my gloves.
Got my field guide.
Got my field guide.
I'm not afraid.
I'm not afraid.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Wait,
Wait.
what is a Shifu anyway?
What is a Shifu anyway?
Get that field guide.
Get the field guide.
Shifu.
Shifu.
Long, short, dull, sharp teeth.
Long, short, dull, sharp teeth.
Great big itty bitty eyes.
Great big itty bitty eyes.
Lives in caves.
Lives in caves.
All right.
All right.
Going on a Shifu hunt.
Going on a Shifu hunt.
Got my gloves.
Got my gloves.
Got my field guide.
Got my field guide.
I'm not afraid.
I'm not afraid.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Wait,
Wait.
there's a huge tree in the way.
There's a huge tree in the way.
I can't go around it.
I can't go around it.
Can't go under it.
Can't go under it.
Gonna have to climb it.
Gonna have to climb it.
All right.
All right.
At the top.
Oh,
Whoa! Hey, there's my cabin.
oh, that is my cabin.
Ah. Made it. Going on a Shifu hunt.
Going on a Shifu hunt.
Got my gloves.
Got my gloves.
Got my field guide.
Got my field guide.
I'm not afraid.
I'm not afraid.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Wait,
Wait.
there's a huge field in the way.
There's a huge field in the way.
Can't go around it.
Can't go around it.
Can't go under it.
Can't go under it.
Gonna have to go through it.
Gonna have to go through it.
Short grass.
Short grass.
Tall grass.
Tall grass.
Blue grass.
Blue grass.
Ding 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 ding.
Ding 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 ding.
Going on a Shifu hunt.
Going on a Shifu hunt.
Got my gloves.
Got my gloves.
Got my field guide.
Got my field guide.
I'm not afraid.
I'm not afraid.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Wait,
Wait.
now there's a giant canyon in the way.
Now there's a canyon in the way.
Can't go around it.
Can't go around it.
Can't go over it.
Can't go over it.
Not going under it.
Not going under it.
Gonna have to jump it.
Gonna have to jump it.
Back up.
Back it up.
Beep. 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 Running start. Made it.
Made it.
Going on a shoo-foo hunt.
Going on a spoo-foo hunt.
Got my gloves.
Got my gloves.
Got my field guide.
Got my field guide.
I'm not afraid.
I'm not afraid.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Wait.
Wait.
There's a cave.
There's a cave.
Better go inside.
Better go inside.
Going on a shoo-foo hunt.
Going on a spoo-foo hunt.
Got my gloves.
Got my gloves.
Got my field guide.
Got my field guide.
I'm a little bit afraid.
I'm a little bit afraid.
I think I see it. Great big itty bitty eyes.
Great big itty bitty eyes.
Long short dull sharp teeth.
Long short dull sharp teeth.
It's a shoo-foo-foo run!
Ah!
The canyon. Back it up. Jump. Made it. Better check. Shoo-foo-foo's got a hang glider.
What?
Run! It's the field. Better go through it. Short grass.
Short grass.
Tall grass.
Tall grass.
Bluegrass.
Bluegrass.
Ding 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 ding.
Ding 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 ding.
Whew. Made it.
Made it.
Better check. Shoo-foo-foo's got a lawnmower. Run! Oh no! It's the tree.
Oh no.
Climb up. Whoa! Climb down. Made it. Better. Shoo-foo-foo's got a chainsaw. Run! Go to my cabin. Open the door. Close the door. Lock the door. Dive into my bed. Pull up the covers. Put the pillow over my head. Remember the note. Get rid of the pillow. Get rid of the blankets. Go to the note. Tear it in half. Tear it in quarters. Tear it in eights. Eat it. Get back into bed. Covers. Pillow. Dear diary.
Dear diary.
Today I went on a shoo-foo-foo hunt.
Today I went on a shoo-foo-foo hunt.
I will never ever,
I will never ever,
ever, ever, ever,
ever, ever, ever,
ever, ever,
ever, ever,
ever,
ever
go on a shoo-foo-foo hunt
go on a shoo-foo-foo hunt
again.
again.
Sign
Sign
your name.
your name.
No, your name.
Oh, sign Krill.
Oh, that was really sweet.
Yeah.
Okay, this next song, it's like kind of a big deal.
Wait, hold on. Selena Gomez, she just dropped a new album.
By popular demand, we tonight will be singing for you the scat song. Very easy. It's not forbidden. We're doing it. Now, the chorus is easy. I'm going to sing it one time. My friends are going to help me out, and then we're going to share some verses with you. It goes like this. It starts with an S and it ends with a T. It comes out of you and it comes out of me. I know what you're thinking, but don't call it that. Be scientific and call it scat. It was a piece of scat.
Piece of scat.
We're going to do that one more time together. Now, you maybe notice at the end of that, we do it like a piece of scat. We want you to get involved in that too. At the end of every chorus, the end of every verse, we're going to do a piece of scat. It starts with an S and it ends with a T. It comes out of you and it comes out of me. I know what you're thinking, but don't call it that. Be scientific and call it scat. It was a piece of scat. Piece of scat. You know, Coyote ate a bunny, digested in his tummy. It came out kind of runny. It's a piece of scat. Piece of scat. A
deer ate a bush. It came out of its tush. You know he had to push. It was a piece of scat. Piece of scat. It starts with an S and it ends with a T. It comes out of you and it comes out of me. I know what you're thinking, but don't call it that. Be scientific and call it scat. It was a piece of scat.
Piece of scat! They look like raisinette, but please don't eat them yet. They're from my deer, I bet. It's a piece of scat.
Piece of scat.
A hummingbird in high. It squirted in my eye. I don't know why. It's a piece of scat.
Piece of scat.
It starts with an S and it ends with a T.
It comes out of you and it comes out of me. I know what you're thinking, but don't call it that. Be scientific and call it scat. It was a piece of scat. Piece of scat.
I saw something funky come out of a monkey. It looked really chunky. It was a piece of scat.
Piece of scat.
A squirrel ate a nut, digested in its gut till it came out of its butt. It was a piece of scat.
Piece of scat.
It starts with an S and it ends with a T. It comes out of you and it comes out of me. I know what you're thinking, but don't call it that. Be scientific and call it scat. It was a piece of scat.
Piece of scat.
I was going for a hike when I got super psyched because I found a copper light. Wait, hold on. Anybody know what a copper light is? I think so. Fossilized scat! It was a piece of scat!
Piece of scat.
I was sitting in the grass with my magnifying glass when I found a piece of frass. Okay, what's frass? Insect scat! It was a piece of scat!
Piece of scat.
It starts with an S and it ends with a T. It comes out of you and it comes out of me.
I know what you're thinking, but don't call it that. Be scientific and call it scat. It was a piece of scat. Piece of scat.
Disney lyrics time. Disney old school. Cinderella was dressed in blue, but then she left her shoe because she had to really poo. It was a piece of scat.
Piece of scat.
This is Disney kind of old school. Queen Elsa drank some Joe, then she went into the snow, then she sang, let it go, can't hold it back anymore. It was a piece of scat.
Piece of scat.
This is Disney New School. Moana found the heart. She was brave from the start, but what came out wasn't a fart. It was a piece of scat.
Piece of scat.
It starts with an S and it ends with a T.
It comes out of you and it comes out of me. I know what you're thinking, but don't call it that. Be scientific and call it scat. It's a piece of scat. Piece of scat.
I saw a big old bull. Its stomach's really full. Well, come out and fill a pool. It's a piece of scat.
Piece of scat.
Cow ate some grass. You know it has to pass. It came out of his butt. It was a piece of scat.
Piece of scat.
Dean's really smart. He buys his food at the mart, and then it comes out in a fart. It's a piece of scat.
Piece of scat.
Wait. I'm just sitting back there enjoying my... Actually, I can't really argue with that. Okay. But I will say this. Elif was feeling kind of moody while he was playing Call of Duty, then it came out of his booty was a piece of scat.
Piece of scat.
It starts with an S and it ends with a T. It comes out of you and it comes out of me.
I know what you're thinking, but don't call it that. Be scientific and call it scat. It was a piece of scat. Piece of scat. It's sometimes called manure. It smells like a sewer. It's way worse when it's newer. It's a piece of scat.
Piece of scat.
You can call it poo. People call them turds too. But when you're at camp, keep it is a piece of scat.
Piece of scat.
Last time. It starts with an S and it ends with a T. It comes out of you and it comes out of me. I know what you're thinking, but don't call it that. Be scientific and call it scat. It was a piece of scat. Piece of scat.
Oh. Scene.
It was a piece of scat.
Piece of scat.
We asked on Facebook your favorite dad jokes, and we had some really great submissions.
They are incredible. From Lindsay and Samantha. First up, we have, what do you call a pile of kittens? A meowton. But wait, our second one? Oh my gosh, get this, Lacey. All right, when does a joke become a dad joke? When it becomes a parent.
Hey, speaking of cool dads, here's a song from Buzzy.
Oh, super cool.
Hello guys, this is Buzzy from Camp Keep, and I want to share with you a song that I actually learned from a girl in England when I was traveling there 20 years ago. And this is a really fun song. You don't need to do anything or repeat after me. You can just sit back and enjoy the song. And this is a song about what it's like to be other things and wondering, like, what if it would be like to be a bird or some other being and how it would be. But this song I got under one condition. The girl that gave it to me, Lorna, said, you can only sing the song California if you sing it like a 9-year-old English girl. Now that was 20 years ago. So I'm actually gonna not live up to that promise right now.
What? No!
Oh!
Sing it like a girl.
Who are you people?
Sing like a girl.
Sing it like a British girl, please.
Are you kidding me? All right, fine, I'll do it. I was hoping to sing the song like a man, but I'm gonna sing like a little girl. And this song is really simple, really cute, and it's called A Little Slice of Orange. And it goes like this. Okay, here we go. I wish I was a little slice of orange. I wish I was a little slice of orange. I'd go squirty, squirty, squirty on everybody's shirty. I wish I was a little slice of orange. I wish I was a little can of Coke. I wish I was a little can of Coke. I'd go down with a slope and back up with a I wish I was a little can of Coke. I wish I was a little church pigeon. I wish I was a little church pigeon. I'd fly round and round the steeple and go poo on all the people. I wish I was a little church pigeon. I wish I was a little bowl of beans. I wish I was a little bowl of beans. I'd come in for the party and out with a farty. I wish I was a little bowl of beans. I wish I was a little slimy booger. I wish I was a little slimy booger. I'd come out with a pick and back in with a lick. I wish I was a little slimy booger. Thank you so much.
Did you know that Buzzy could sing like a little British girl?
Actually, yeah.
Oh, that's good. Okay, up next we have Buffalo.
Oh, dude, legendary!
This is Buffalo here, and I've got a really special story and song to tell you, and then we're going to sing a song together. The story is about a man who spent 20 years in prison, after which became the first president of his color in his country. His name was Nelson Mandela. And I took my children to see this gentleman one day at Oakland Coliseum, and while we were there, I and about 68,000 other people learned this song that I'm going to teach you right now. It's one that we regularly do at Campfire, and I hope you enjoy it. It starts out very simply. The first part of the phrase is funga. Can you say that again? Funga. The next part of the phrase is alaf-eya, alaf-eya, and the last part of the phrase is ashe, ashe. And when you put it all together, it comes out rather smoothly. It's funga, alaf-eya, ashe, ashe. Now, in the language that this country originated from, that phrase basically means that we all survive because we take care of each other. And that's something that we do at Camp Keep quite frequently. We try and nurture each other, we try and care for each other and look out for each other's well-being while we're at camp together. And so I hope you'll enjoy this song and join in with me. I'm going to sing it first once through with the drum so you can get a chance to hear what the rhythm is like. And then when I point to you, it'll be your turn to repeat what you hear me sing. You ready? Here we go. Funga alafeya, ashe, ashe. Funga alafeya, ashe, ashe. Ashe, ashe. Ashe, ashe. Ashe, ashe. Ashe, ashe. Your turn. Funga alafeya, ashe, ashe.
Funga alafeya, ashe, ashe.
Funga alafeya, ashe, ashe.
Funga alafeya, ashe, ashe.
Ashe, ashe. Ashe, ashe. Ashe, ashe.
friends became the old pixie silver and the eels groaned. A sick new friends became the old pixie silver and the eels groaned. Wake new friends became the old pixie silver and the eels groaned. A sick new friends became the old pixie silver and the eels groaned. A sick new friends became the old pixie silver and the eels.
That was so sweet. Do you like adventure?
Oh, I love adventure. It allows me to see things in a new perspective.
It does. Well, you're gonna love this story from Dean then.
Oh, dude, legendary! Rah! Yeah!
Hi y'all. I don't know if you know this, but over in Morro Bay, there's this big giant rock right by the entrance of the harbor. They call it Morro Rock, and I actually used to live there. I used to live at Morro Rock. I had my van parked in the parking lot there. I slept in my van. Sometimes I was on top of the rock. No, I was not a homeless dude. Okay, I was a field biologist, and sometimes there's a fine line between the two. It was my job to be there. I studied the peregrine falcons, and before I started working here at Camp Keep eons ago, I spent about 4 or 5 years working with birds of prey, hawks, eagles, falcons, owls, things like that. It was a wonderful job, and one of my favorite things to do with peregrine falcons was something called a hack site. And a hack site is where you take young peregrine falcons who were raised in captivity and you release them out into the wild, and they learn to fly and they learn to hunt on their own with no mother or father. And the thing I liked about hack sites is many of the hack sites we did were done in wilderness areas. Now, when I say that word wilderness conjures up images in many people's minds. For me, wilderness is a place where you go and you don't see any evidence of people. And there's pockets of wilderness around here, but some of the wilderness areas I was at, you were out there. I mean, let's say you're at this one hack site I was at, and you want to make a phone call. Now, we did not have cell phones back in the dark ages when I was doing this, so you had to go find these things called pay phones, all right? And so what you do is you put your backpack on, hike out about 12 miles, and you get to your car, and then hop in your car and drive along dirt road for about an hour until you got to the paved road. Then you drive on the paved road for about another hour and a half till you got to this little restaurant, tavern, sort of bar. And if you're lucky, the payphone might be working if it wasn't kicked in the night before in a fight or whatever. I mean, you're out there, and wild things can happen in wilderness areas. Let me give you one example. One time I'm walking along the trail with my dog, and my dog at the time was a great dog. He had half Queensland Heeler, the other half was Border Collie Aussie. He was about that high, his chest was about that wide, didn't have a tail, black and white, had a little black furry patch around one eye. His name was Desmond. Anyway, great dog. I walk along the trail, and he's up ahead of me. I come around the bend of the trail, and he stopped right in the middle of the trail, all stiff-legged. He's sniffing, looking around, sniffing. As I get closer, I notice all the hair on his back is up. And then I look at what he was sniffing at, and it's this big, steaming, fresh pile of mountain lion scat. Now, when I saw how he was behaving and how fresh that scat was, all of a sudden I got this little chill that went right up the back of my neck. And I knew at that moment there was a pair of yellow eyes in the bushes watching us. And we did one of these. And we got out of there. And then my dog had a tail. It probably would have been between his legs as we were getting out of there. And this is the kind of thing that gets you going in wilderness areas. Well, this one particular event I wanted to tell you about at this one hack site was it happened, and we were actually trying to close the site down. And it was time to close everything up. And my buddies had gone in ahead of me, and they had packed out most of the stuff, and they said, Dean, there's just one last load of stuff that you got to haul out. So I figured I'd go in there, spend the night, haul it out the next day. So when I got there, one of the things they left for me was this big old bag of garbage. Yeah, they packed out the hard things like matchbooks and things like that. So I finished my dinner, and over with this bag of garbage, and I'm tying it up, getting ready to hang it in the tree for the night so the bears couldn't get to it. As I'm tying up my bag of garbage, my dog's off to the side, and he starts doing this low, throaty growl. He's like, and he's looking off into the shadows beyond the camp. And then he gets up and trots off into the darkness. And then all of a sudden, from the darkness, I hear this major barking event. Now, some of y'all have dogs, right? And those of you that have dogs, if you know your dog well, you can tell by the way your dog is barking what they're barking at. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, like you'll hear them bark, you'll be like, oh, yep, it's the UPS truck, man. He hates that brown truck. Or there's that other kind of bark they'll do. You're like, cat fight. Yep, there's cats fighting out there. And then there's that other kind of bark. And it's the kind of bark when you hear it, you're like, oh, dude, man, there's something out there. You know what I'm talking about? My dog was doing that kind of bark. I mean, he was just... And I'm thinking to myself, oh man, dude, there's something out there. And as he's barking, he's backing up into the camp. And so I'm watching this going, well, this can't be good because whatever it is now chasing him into the camp. And I'm trying to figure out what it is. And then I can see just beyond the camp is this big blackish brown ship, and there's a bear coming into the camp. I'm like, oh man, there's a bear coming into the camp. So I ran over and I grabbed this pistol that we had that would shoot cracker ants. Well, my buddies had packed out all the ammo, left me with an empty pistol. I'm like, that's great. So I ran over and I grabbed my walking stick. I got my walking stick in my hand. My dog's going nuts, and then... You guys watch TV, right? You ever watch like Animal Planet or Nat Geo, and they have these specials on like chimpanzees or gorillas, and one chimpanzee will go into another chimpanzee's territory, they start going all ape and everything? Well, I mean, they are apes. You know what I'm talking about? Okay, so I'm standing there, I got my walking stick in my hand, dog's going nuts, and all of a sudden something deep within me, something primitive, something primal came forth, and I went ape. I was like, I'm screaming, I'm yelling, I'm jumping up and down. Well, my dog stops barking. My dog's like, and he's looking at me like, whoa, this must be serious. He starts going after the bear. I'm like, no, Desmond, no. And I'm running after the dog, and the bear's watching all this going, what the huh? And then the bear turns and starts running, and my dog's on his heels going, arr, arr. I'm like, Desmond, get over here. My dog comes running back. He's like, what, man? We had him on the run. My heart's going, weird things go through your minds at moments like this. And I look over and I see the bag of garbage, and I'm thinking to myself, I got to get this bag of garbage up in the tree before the bear comes up. No sooner do I get the bag of garbage up in the tree than my dog's, and the bear's coming back into the camp again. So I got to turn back into the chimpanzee thing. I'm like, I'm grabbing big old branches, picking up big old rocks. My dog's gone. He's out after the bear again. And I'm like, Desmond! I finally get him back. He's like, dude, man, you're no fun, man. We could have had him. Let's go. I got your back. Let's go. I'm like, no, stay here. Stay here, Desmond. Well, a lot of good that does, because it keeps happening. Bear comes in. Dean goes nuts. I go ape. It just keeps happening like 3, 5, 12 times. And I'm starting to think to myself, there's something seriously wrong with this bear. It's like possessed or something. And it's not like I can go anywhere. I'm in the middle of nowhere. Now, usually when I get stressed, I just, go in my tent and lay down and tie the dog up to a tree or leave him outside. I figured I shouldn't tie him up to a tree because it'd be dead meat for the bear. And I probably shouldn't leave him outside. So I thought, I know, I'll bring the dog into the tent with me. And so I bring him in the tent. He's like, oh boy, can't you go in the tent tonight? I'm like, just shut up, just lay down. So I get him to lay down, and I zip up the tent, and I crawl in my sleeping bag, and I get comfortable in my sleeping bag. And you all know how that is, getting comfortable in your sleeping bag, right? It's like, oh, cold spot, zipper in the mirror, zipper in the mirror. But as I'm laying there, every little noise I hear, I'm like, what was that? What the? But every time I hear the noise, I look over, and there's my dog. He's just like, he's waiting for the real thing. Well, I finally kind of get used to the night noises. And I finally actually start to relax. And I'm almost asleep. And I'm almost asleep when all of a sudden, pull upright, and the tent is rocking back and forth, and the dog's trying to go through the side of the tent. So I unzip the tent, and boom, the dog's out. He's out after the bear. So I gotta turn back into chimpanzee boy again. I get up, the sleeping bag's all tangled around my feet. I'm like, whoa! Now I'm running around out there in my pajamas, right? But I'm getting pine needles stuck between my toes. I got pine sap stuck on the hair of my legs. It's like 2:30 in the morning. I don't want to be a chimpanzee anymore. And so finally I get my dog back. My dog's like, what are we going to do, Dean? What are we going to do? I said, I'll tell you what we're going to do, Desmond. I said, see this tent right here? I'm in here, and you're out there. Protect the camp, okay, boy? And I zip up the tent. And the last thing I see when I zip up the tent is this little doggy face going, huh? I crawl into my sleeping bag, get the pine needles out of there, don't get my beard caught in the zipper, and I promptly drift off to sleep. But every once in a while, I hear, or I hear way off in the distance, I hear, this goes on throughout the night. Next morning rolls around. It's starting to get kind of light. I'm kind of curious what's going on. And so I unzip the tent, and standing right outside the tent, looking in at me, is this beast. Well, it kind of looks like my dog, but every single hair on every square inch of his body is just, it's out straight. And his eyes are totally bloodshot. And he's way stressed out looking at me. Don't ever do that again, man. You should have been here, man. He's got a scratch across his nose. He's missing a couple patches of fur, and he's limping on one leg because he ripped 3 toenails out of his foot. And every little noise that he hears, he's like, but I look around the camp, nothing's touched. Not a pot overturned, nothing. I'm like, oh, come here, good boy. Come on. He's just like, leave me alone. I'm like, okay, I understand. Okay. I got my rest, okay? So I'm sitting there eating my breakfast. As I'm eating my breakfast, he's kind of curled off to the side, laying there going, you're trying to leave me outside. Yeah, I'll be peeing on your stuff later, pal, okay? But as I'm eating my breakfast, he gets up, he trots past me, he glares at me, he goes to just beyond the camp, and he starts barking at a tree. And I'm like, what the? But then I look at the tree that he's barking at, and above him, on the top of the tree, on a little branch, is this little bear cub. And this little bear cub is up there hanging on going, Mother! And when I saw that bear cub up there, all the events from the previous night fell right into place. Because what happened is Mother Bear and her cub, they're cruising around, they could smell the food in the garbage, they came in, dog charged out there, treed that cub, and then Mama Bear kept trying to come in and get her baby. Now, if I had known there was a mother bear and her cub out there, there's no way I would have done what I did. I mean, my dog could have gotten killed, I could have gotten mauled. And when I saw that cub up there, I thought, we are out of here, because I knew Mom was still around. So I packed up my tent and a bag of garbage and a useless pistol and grabbed my walking stick and started walking on down the trail. And as I was walking on down the trail with my 3-legged dog hopping in front of me, I got to thinking to myself, oh man, am I lucky. But then I got to think, man, I'm lucky. Lucky in the sense I got to experience this thing. No serious injuries or deaths. And then I got to think, man, you guys are lucky too. Lucky in the sense that here in America, we have this thing called wilderness. And wilderness is important. I mean, I think Edward Abbey says it best, okay? He said, wilderness is not a luxury, it's a necessity of the human spirit. And it's as vital as good bread and clean water. And I hope all of you at some point in your life, you get to visit a wilderness area. And when you visit that wilderness area, I hope something happens where your heart starts pounding, you get that weird feeling in your stomach, your knees feel kind of rubbery. And when that happens, oh man, you know you're living. And maybe you'll have a story to tell when you get back. That is, if you get back.
And we're back.
What an adventure.
It really was. Dee's story was so sweet. You know what else is really sweet? How the Camp Keep staff just feels like family.
Oh, that's so true. In fact, some staff members are family. Coming up next, we have Oak and Salamander Roberts.
All right, 1, 2, 3. Wearing my red tail feathers as I fly. Wearing my red tail feathers as I fly. I circle around the boundaries of the earth, the planet of my birth.
Friends, thank you so much for watching tonight. It was a hoot and a half doing all of this.
We've really enjoyed sharing these campfires with you.
Have a wonderful summer.